Schopenhauer believed that the driving force behind life is will, a blind impulse that constantly pushes us forward. We are guided by incessant desires, hunger, fatigue, emotional deprivation, ambition. We are never at peace. As soon as one need is met, another soon appears. We eat, but the hunger returns. We sleep, and the fatigue returns. We fulfill a dream, and soon we feel something is still missing. Life seems like an endless cycle of dissatisfaction, as if we were in a race where the finish line never exists. Want to see this in practice? Close your eyes and hold your breath. Hold it for as long as you can. As the seconds pass, the discomfort grows, your body contorts, and there comes a moment when you simply can't resist it any longer. The air rushes in, and you realize, you never had a choice. This simple experiment reveals a brutal truth that Schopenhauer understood profoundly. Our actions are dictated by an irrational will, which pushes us forward without pause or final purpose. Deep down, we are not masters of ourselves. This blind force condemns us to eternal discomfort. The happiness we so desperately seek is not a lasting condition. It is not a fixed state of contentment. We are constantly oscillating between desire and boredom, trapped in a constant movement, what the philosopher called the pendulum of existence. Imagine this pendulum, on one side longing, the pain of not having what we want. We want more money, more love, more recognition. We believe that by achieving something, we will finally find peace. But when we achieve it, what happens? The pendulum swings to the other side, boredom. What was once desired loses its luster. A new emptiness emerges, a new desire, and everything begins again. The paradox is that pleasure only exists thanks to pain. It seems strange, but think about it. Eating is only good because we were hungry. Resting is only pleasurable because we were previously exhausted. Love only captivates us because we know loneliness. Scarcity makes abundance meaningful. Without pain, there is no relief. Without deprivation, there is no gratitude. The great irony is that, as we try to escape pain, we also distance ourselves from genuine pleasure. We seek comfort, security, and stability, but when we achieve all of these, emptiness sets in. And we return to the search for new stimuli. This is why so many seemingly successful people still feel empty. The millionaire realizes that money doesn't fulfill them as they imagined. The celebrated artist realizes that fame is fleeting. Those who achieve the relationship of their dreams begin to doubt whether it was truly what they wanted. The pendulum continues its course. Schopenhauer saw this cycle in all areas of life. Each achievement brings us a brief euphoria, but it soon becomes routine, and often the very thing we so desired becomes frustrating. The same applies to work. The long-awaited promotion comes with new demands. Happiness always seems postponed. And when does the long-awaited retirement arrive? The long-awaited rest reveals another kind of suffering, profound boredom. The emptiness of having nothing left to strive for. The pendulum, once again, doesn't stop. Does this mean that happiness is unattainable? For Schopenhauer, yes, at least the permanent happiness we so idealize. What we call happiness is merely an interval, a momentary relief between two concerns. So what would be the way out? For him, there is only one way to escape, even if only temporarily, to disconnect from desire. This can happen through contemplation. Art, for example, allows us to disconnect for a few moments from the urge to possess, to conquer. When we lose ourselves in a song, a painting, or a story, we desire nothing, we simply observe. Another path would be compassion. By putting ourselves in another's shoes, we find relief from the prison of our own desires. Shared suffering can, in some way, alleviate the individual burden. But let's be honest, how many of us would be willing to give up our desires? Who can truly live without seeking pleasure, without dreaming, without trying to escape boredom? The truth is that most of us will continue to oscillate, trapped in the same mechanism that always leaves us incomplete. The best option may be to acknowledge this and accept it. Knowing that there is no final state of fulfillment can free us from the frustration of trying to achieve it. Instead of fighting the pendulum's movement, we can learn to swing with it. Desire moves us, pain accompanies us. But pain also makes us human. The mistake was never missing something. The mistake was believing that one day it would cease to exist. Ultimately, the great irony of existence is that we spend our lives trying to escape that which defines us. We want calm, but we are restless. We seek meaning, but we live amidst chaos. The pendulum will continue to swing. And perhaps the only thing left for us to do is observe this movement with a slight, sly smile. ICO, knowing that no matter how hard we try, we will never be completely satisfied, nor in control.